Nuclear physics. In this chapter, we are studying about nucleus, that is, properties of nucleus. And nucleus is a part of atom. In atom, we have neutrons, protons, and electrons. When compared to atom size, nucleus size is very small. In that small space, there are two types of particles are there called protons and neutrons. These protons and neutrons both are inside the nucleus. That's why they call nucleons. Combinedly they call nucleons. According to Rutherford gold foil experiment. See here, this is a gold foil which is having very less thickness, few microns, very less thickness. There is a radioactive source which can emit alpha particles. Alpha particles means double ionized helium atom, He++, or you can represent He24. This is what we call alpha particles. These alpha particles are projected or fired towards to thin gold foil. And where these alpha particles are fall or in which way they are moving, to identify that, they use a fluorescent screen here. And from this they identify that most of the alpha particle goes straight without any deviation. Only very less number of alpha particle out of 1 million, out of a million, one of the particle is bounced back in the same direction how they are moving, and some of the particle are scattering, but almost 99.9% are moving straight. He concluded that Rutherford concluded that when alpha particle moving through an atom, most of the atom is empty space only. Huge density, high density mass is concentrated at the center, that too in very small space. Of course, electrons are rotating in the remaining space. That mass of the electron is very less when compared to nucleus mass. Mass of the electrons is very less. They neglect that. So almost all the space of the atom is empty space. That is the reason all the alpha particle goes straight without any deviation. But very less number of alpha particle which are goes nearer to the nucleus or very close to the nucleus or get scattered. This concludes that the total mass of the atom is concentrated in a small tiny space. That what you call nucleus. Remaining atom is completely free and there is no any mass. So when compared to that, according to his experiment, the size of this nucleus is 10 power minus 15 meters. That what you call 1 FM, 1 Fermi. The size of the nucleus is 10 power minus 10 meters. That is 1 Armstrong units. 1 Armstrong units. When compared to that means, so when compared to radius of the atom, nucleus is 10 power 5 times less, nothing but radius of the atom is equal to 10 power 5 times greater than radius of the nucleus. This we get relation from Rutherford experiment. What he conclude, most of the atom is empty space and heavy mass, that is not heavy mass, heavy denser part is there at the center. That what we call nucleus. And nucleus contain two types of particles, neutrons and protons. Now we'll see about neutrons and protons. First we'll see about proton. Proton is having positive charge plus 1.6 into 10 power minus 19 coulombs. It's the amount the same as electron only, but here positive charge, there negative charge. It is a heavier mass. So that is when compared to electron, it is heavier mass. And mass of the proton is 1.6726 in 10 power minus 27 kg. That means a mass of proton, if you take mass of the proton, is equal to 1839 times of mass of the electron. This we have to remember. Mass of the proton almost 2000 times greater than mass of the electron. It having charge, positive charge, same as electron. And what about neutron? Neutron electrically neutral. There is no charge for this, but mass slightly greater than proton, almost equal to proton. That is 1.6750 into 10 power minus 27 kg. Is the mass of neutron. But charge is neutral. No charge for that. No positive, no negative. And now, how we can represent an element? An element can represent X, Z, A. X is name of the element. Z is how many number of protons are there. That only what you call atomic number. What is atomic number? Number of protons. A is mass number. Number of protons plus number of neutrons. Commonly what you call mass number, that is represented with capital A. Where Z is atomic number or proton number and A is mass number or sum of the number of protons and neutrons. What is A minus Z? A is number of protons and neutrons minus number of protons. Then what you get? Number of neutrons you get. A minus Z gives number of neutrons. Based on configuration of the nucleus, and the nucleus are divided into different types, and one of that is isotopes. Isotopes means same atomic number, nothing but proton number, different mass number. Elements having like that means you see H11, what do you call proton? H12, what do you call deuteron? H13, what do you call tritium? All are having same atomic number but different mass number is there. So these are called isotopes. Similarly for helium atom also, He23 is there, He24 is there, He26. These are helium isotopes. Same atomic number, different mass number. And next type is isobars. Isobars means and here same mass number is there. A is same for both and Z is different. Proton number different but mass number is same here. This is what we call isobars. After that, next category, that is isotones. Isotones means you see that here different atomic number, different mass number, but what is a neutron number? You see some element XZA is representing. What is neutron number? Total mass number minus atomic number. This is neutron number. See that here also 17 minus 7, 18 minus 8, 19 minus 9. All are having same neutron number. So the elements which are having same neutron number, different atomic number, different mass number, but neutron number is same, that what we call isotones. And next type of nucleus category is isomers. Isomer means same atomic number, same mass number, but their nuclear properties are different. One is in ground state, other is in metastable state. Metastable state means you can think like excited state, about to give some radiation. This is ground state. Atomic number is same, mass number also same, but nuclear properties are different. Those are called isomers. And other type, isodiaphos. What are isodiaphos means? The elements having same excess number of neutrons. You know, at the center of atom inside nucleus, protons and neutrons both are there. Suppose you can take an element X, ZA. How many number of neutrons are there? A minus Z number of neutrons are there, minus number of protons. What do you say? Neutrons minus and number of neutrons minus number of protons. What do you get? How many number of neutrons excess are there in the element? That is represented with A minus 2Z. If this number is same, those are called isodiaphos. Here example, Na1123, Al1327. So what you get? You see 23 minus 2 into 11. So 1 you get. Here 27 minus 2 into 13. Here also you get 1. So how many excess number of neutrons are there when compared to protons? That is 1. Here when compared to protons, how many excess neutrons are there? That is 1. So these two are called isodiaphers. What are isodiaphers? A minus Z should be A minus 2Z should be same.